Hi everybody, welcome to Cafe. I'm Clarence Reynolds.
And I'm Crystal Candy. It is great to be back with you to share all of the fun and exciting happenings this week.
Our friend Amy Sweezy is at the Orlando Science Center. Hey Amy.
All right, I don't know what I'm gonna find, but I sure am gonna dig for it.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, Amy.
Hi, Jeff. How are
Hey,
you?
good to see
Nice
you.
to see you. Hey, everybody. This is my friend Jeff Stanford from the Orlando Science Center. I couldn't wait. Sorry, I had to start digging.
You are actually doing what you're supposed to do in this
Oh, good.
exhibit. So, no, you're right. You're right on point.
Okay, so tell me where we're standing. What are we doing here at Dino Digs?
And well, we are standing in Jurassic Ridge, which is our giant dig pit, because Orlando Science Center is a hands-on museum. We play to learn here at Orlando Science Center. And we are in the middle of our dinosaur exhibit. And most traditional dinosaur exhibits, you look at displays. You don't touch those displays. So we've added things within Dino Digs to increase that hands-on interactivity. And one of them is a dig pit, where guests, especially children, can dig for fossils and play the role of paleontologists.
You know, I love that because as a parent, usually that's what they're always doing. Don't touch it, get down. But here you encourage the kids to get their hands dirty.
Absolutely. We feel that people learn more by doing, and we present these iconic experiences that stimulate curiosity and wonder, and that's a gateway to learning. So that is the hallmark of Orlando Science Center.
So what is your favorite exhibit here inside Dino Digs?
My favorite exhibit inside Dino Digs is Stan the T-Rex. He's the centerpiece of the exhibit. You've got to love the T-Rex. And our fossil display is based on the original Stan. All our fossils are replicas because the real fossil displays would be too big and too fragile to display like we have them. But Stan is one of the most complete fossil displays ever. And so we're thrilled to be able to show off our Stan for guests here in Dino Digs.
Anything else that the kids are really fascinated by?
I think what's really cool about Dino Digs is it celebrates prehistoric land and sea creatures. And when you think dinosaurs, you think only the land creatures like T-Rex, Triceratops. But we have a great display of prehistoric sea creatures like the Elasmosaurus, because in prehistoric times, Florida was underwater. And so we like showing off Elasmosaurus. It's got this incredibly long neck. A lot of people speculate that this may be where people thought the Loch Ness Monster may have come from.
Okay.
So it's really cool to show a different perspective on dinosaurs.
Awesome. Well, I would love to see everything. Can we go take a look?
Yeah, let's go take a look.
All right.
And now I got something really crappy to show you. Come on.
Wait, what? Well, Jeff, you were not kidding. You have something very crappy to show me.
I do. I am going to give you the scoop on poop. We are in the Pooseum, which is a fascinating display of coprolites, which is fossilized feces. And there's a lot scientists can learn by studying the feces of other animals and like where they lived and what they ate. And we are next to the Guinness World Record holder of the largest piece of excrement ever produced by a carnivore.
Who knew there was such a thing?
Absolutely.
Which is why everyone needs to come down here because you will not see this anywhere else, right?
No, absolutely. And you know, if you want to see some prehistoric poo, you know, you need to come down here. This was made by a T-Rex over 65 million years ago.
And the one you're holding in your hand, you said you could
Yes.
tell it was a carnivore.
You can tell it was a carnivore because there's like chunks of stuff in it. So you know
They was eating
they
stuff.
were eating stuff. And carnivores, especially in prehistoric times, you know, they were chewing on everything so the bone wouldn't break down. And so certain things wouldn't disintegrate. So when it got fossilized, it all comes together. So coprolites are everywhere, but you got to know what you're looking at.
All right. Well, so many things that we can learn, right, from being at the Orlando Science Center. You guys are open which days, closed which days?
Yeah, we are open during the school year every day but Wednesday
Okay.
from 10 to 5. And then on big school breaks like fall break, winter break, spring break, Summer break, we are open 7 days a week, 10 to 5.
All right, so dinosaur poo is not the only thing you will see here at the Orlando Science Center. There are so many cool exhibits for all ages. Parents, bring your kids. Teachers, bring your school groups. Retired folks, right, can come out as well. There are so many fun things to do here, so make sure you join us out at the Orlando Science Center.
Thank you, Amy. Good stuff. She always finds the coolest little nooks and crannies over there.
Oh yeah, she finds it. Well, if you like art for a cause, you'll enjoy the Global Peace Film Festival. The festival pairs films that feature justice and nonviolent themes with post-screening discussions that inspire and catalyze audiences to take positive action. The discussions center around collaborations with community partners while weaving in stories from around the world. The live festival is September 18th through the 24th, and the virtual festival is September 25th through October 1st. Go to peacefilmfest.org for tickets and screening locations.
The Albin Palaszczuk Museum and Sculpture Garden is hosting Japanese Embroidery, a journey of tradition and innovation. The exhibit explores the 1,000-year-old technique of traditional Japanese embroidery, Nihon Shisu, and its modern adaptations to a global art form. It is considered to be one of the most challenging forms of embroidery in the world due to its emphasis on delicacy and refinement. The exhibit runs now through December 3rd. For more information, go to palaszczuk.org.
The Downtown Arts District invites you to celebrate arts, culture, and history at this month's Third Thursday Orlando on September 21st from 6 to 9 p.m. The series features a gallery hop, makers market, live performances, food trucks, drink specials, and more. Third Thursday's footprint now extends from City Arts Orlando to the Orange County Regional History Center, Heritage Square Arts, and the Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts.
Celebrating Florida's amazing natural history at the very first Nature Fest at Oakland Nature Preserve. The event will be held on September 23rd. Enjoy meeting members of the environmental community, participate in animal interactions, guided hikes, interesting presentation, food trucks, and more. Nature Fest focuses on conservation and Florida's natural future. It takes place from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. For more information, go to oaklandnaturepreserve.org/naturefest. We are joined now by Amy Crevon with Orange County's Environmental Protection Division, and you're here to share more with all of us out there about P2, or Pollution Prevention Week. And I know a lot of us feel like we do our part to prevent pollution, but this is a great time of year to really remind all of us on other things that we can do, to help the environment, to help our community.
Yes, so every year in September, there is a Pollution Prevention Week, and it's federally recognized and nationwide, and it's the week when we can talk about strategies, pollution prevention strategies.
So when we think about strategies, probably people come to you and say, well, I recycle my plastic and my aluminum. What are some other things besides really knowing your recycling ABCs that people can think about during P2?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, recycling, because we need to take a step before the recycling. We need to think about the reduce and the reuse part. So instead of buying that bottle with water in it, use your reusable bottle. So if you're going off to practice, just grab your reusable bottle, fill it up, take it with you, and then you don't have to create that waste.
And that's a really easy step that all of us can do. And personally, I like to use my metal container because not only am I reducing, it's keeping the liquid cool. So little things like that. What are some other things that people can think of doing in terms of maybe around their home?
You can do a lot at home. You can do a lot at work too. For instance, if you have a coffee maker and you have the K-cups, there are reusable K-cups, so you don't have to keep buying them at the store. You can compost at home. You can create a meatless meal. You can turn up the thermostat and turn on a fan. You can add energy-saving appliances in your house. You can You can do a whole lot of things based on how much you would like to save on your, finances.
No, that's something we really think about too, especially during summer when we're not necessarily thinking that this is going to help the environment. We start to think about our wallet, but putting that thermostat up 4 or 5 degrees will not only save you money, it does help with all of that energy production, right?
Yes, and we can help you with other ideas. We can go through different places in your house that maybe are energy zappers, and we can help you find ways to prevent losing that energy and preventing pollution.
I always try to make sure my sons are keeping the blinds closed as well during the hot part of the day. So think about all of those things that you can do your part out there during Pollution Prevention Week. What are some other things that Orange County is doing to mark P2 this year?
So we're going to have a week full of events. We're going to have social media tips and trivia on pollution prevention strategies. We're going to welcome in other members of the Orange County family, and we're going to have a zero waste lunch and learn. You can join us in person or virtually. We're also going to have a fun Friday environmental trivia. Again, you can join us in person or virtually. We're going to have a trash cleanup. Our parks are in need of help of picking up the trash that it's everywhere. So we're gonna have an event in the morning where you can show up. We're gonna have trash grabbers to offer. We're gonna have some buckets and we're gonna fill them up with trash. And then we're also gonna end the week with a Fix It, Don't Pitch It event. And that's another one of those R's, repair. We want you to extend the life of your belongings by having them fixed. And it is a free event and it's open to the public.
I'm glad that you brought that up because I think about a few things around my house that I've hung on to. And it's so easy for some of us to just go, well, that cordless vacuum cleaner, I'm just gonna throw it away and just go buy a new one. So tell me a little bit more about the Fix It.
We have had a success story, and a lady had a Roomba that she just sent around and she was gonna throw it away, brought it to our event. One of our volunteer fixers opened up, there was a side hatch that he opened up, he had a tweezer and he pulled out like enough cat hair to fill this mug.
Well, it was working.
Yeah, it was working, but she didn't realize why it stopped working, and he said, did you ever empty it? And she never had. So
oh, you gotta empty it.
instead of throwing it away, he extended the life of it. So we have had a lot of success stories. We have sewing machines that have been fixed. We've had shredders that have been fixed, electronics, laptops. We have yard tools that have been fixed. We have a variety. Our last event, we had 41 items fixed. So we're saving you money on having to buy a new product, but we also are, like, the finite resources that go into making those products are being extended. The life of those belongings are being extended.
That's really, there's a lot of other things there, right? Just like you said, it's going to save you money because you're not going to have to go out there and buy another expensive robot vacuum, but you're also saving that from going into the landfill or into the trash bin. So please, how can people find out about that event and the other events you guys are doing this month?
So it will be on our website, ocfl.net, and there is a Fix It, Don't Pitch It link. We ask that volunteers show up and bring their own tools with them, but if you have an item that requires, like, if your bike is going to need a new tube, you'll need to bring that with you. You can RSVP and let us know what you're gonna bring. It's from 9 to 12, and it's at the Marks Senior Center. And we will be open from 9 to 12, and we'll be fixing household items.
Awesome. So you guys are going to be busy during this week.
But the other bonus of showing up is that our volunteers are the kind of people that love a challenge and they want to fix your item. They'll actually teach you how to fix it too. Like, they want to show you how to fix it. So it's like a lifetime warranty. You can keep fixing it if it breaks.
It sounds like a win-win.
It is.
Well, thank you, Amy Crevon, for joining us. And if you all want more information, check out that website because it sounds like you guys are very, very busy that week.
Yes, and we also have P2 at ocfl.net for general questions.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Amy, for joining us. Great information.
Thank you.
Before you throw that old thing away, fix it. Don't pitch it. That's the theme of this unique community event that encourages residents to extend the life of their belongings by having them fixed by handy volunteers. The volunteer fixers will provide minor repairs to electronics, bicycles, clothing, and small household items in an effort to consume fewer resources and help reduce landfill waste. The event takes place on Saturday, September 23rd at the Mark Street Senior Recreation Complex. And for questions about the event, volunteering, or a specific repair, email fixit@ocfl.net.
Head over to the Garden Theater for the play Every Brilliant Thing, which runs from September 8th through the 24th. This one-person play leads audiences through a remarkable journey that examines what makes life worth living and the power of theater to bring people together. By the way, the play stars John O'Hurley, who you may know as J. Peterman from his days on Seinfeld. Go to gardentheater.org for tickets and showtimes. Some of the seats for this performance are on the stage. And I'm wondering if he'll do his J. Peterman impression or if he'll sign catalogs. That was a thing, as I remember.
Yeah, that'd be
So
very
cool.
interesting to see. Yeah.
So many fun things happening around town.
Really, and you know, the Fix It, Don't Pitch It is really also really good. Good for the environment and good for your bank account as
Your
well.
bank account. I have a couple things, and I'm thinking I could bring them to the event, and then maybe I can charm one of those handy volunteers to come to my house and fix other things.
well, exactly.
That's such a great program.
It
though. I
really
love
is. It really is. Well, that wraps up this week of events. And if you have one you'd like to share with us for next month, send us an email at cafe@ocfl.net. I'm Clarence Reynolds.
And I'm Crystal Candy. Remember to join us next week to see what's new and exciting in your community.